The first best-selling video is Mao Zedong's Red Book of Mao. It was a book published in April 109. The first best-selling video is Mao Zedong's Red Book of Mao. It was book published in April 1964 by the government of the People's Republic of China, which includes quotes and speeches by Mao Zedong, who at the time was the chairman of the Communist Party of China. It is estimated that since its publication, more than 900 million copies have been printed, making it the second most published book in the story, second only in the Bible. The name of Little Red Book was given to in the West for its pocket edition, especially made for easy handling and transport, since the members of the Communist Party had to always carry it with them, and its reading was compulsory in schools. Its colloquial name in China is Red Treasure Book. The one that followed is that of Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes. Don Quixote de la Mancha is a novel written by the Spanish Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra. It first was published under the title El ingenioso hidalgo Don Quijote de la Mancha at the beginning of 1605. Is the most outstanding work of Spanish literature and one of the main works of world literature, as well as being the most widely read after Bible. In 1615 is the continuation appeared with the title second part of the ingenious Knight Don Quixote de la Mancha. Don Quixote of 1605 was published divided in the fourth part, with one Don Quixote of 1615 appeared as the second part of the work. The partition in the fourth section of the volume published 10 years earlier by Cervantes was in fact revoked. The third best seller is Harry Potter, written by J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter is a series of fantastic novels written by the British author J.K. Rowling, in which the adventures of the young apprentice of magic and sorcery, Harry Potter, and his friends Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, and described during the years they spent at Hogwarts School of Magic and Sorcery. The plot centered on the fight between Harry Potter and the evil wizard Lord Voldemort, who murdered Harry's parents in this case to conquer the magical world. Since the launch of the first novel, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in 1997, the series has achieved immense popularity, rave reviews, and commercial success around the world. By July 2013, between 400 and 415 million copies and being sold of the 7 books. Two that runs as the best-selling book series in story and which have been translated into more than 65 languages, three including Latin and ancient Greek. The one that follows is the history of the series written by Charles Dickens. It's a novel by Britain Winter Charles Dickens in the historical novel life is narrated in the 18th century at the time of the French Revolution. The story takes place in the countries England and France, and the cities of London and Paris at the time of the dawn of the French Revolution. The first city was somehow symbolized peace and tranquility, a simple and orderly life, while the Second War represents turmoil, challenge, and chaos. The conflict between two worlds at the time when these drastic social changes are announced. It was published in all the year-round magazines founded by Dickens himself and appeared in 31 weekly issues between April 13 and November 6. 1859 and Tale of the series was the magazine's first narrative to be widely accepted, which allowed in the reach a circulation of up the copies and considered an average of copies per week.